You about to record this as a podcast?
Uh, duh.
Okay. Damn, I'm like too built for that.
Yo, what's good, This is Dex.
What's poppin'? This is Jay.
Queen Esther here, crown it.
Check us out on Complicated Discord, where we talk about any and everything. No topic is off the table.
We ain't pulling no punches. We tell you guys like it is, and we keeping it real.
Uncomplicated Discord podcast on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google, Radio Public, Stitcher, and Podbean. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Like, subscribe, drop a comment on our YouTube channel. We'll love to hear from you.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. We coming to 2020. This is a new year. This is a new you. This is a new me. So if you haven't done already, man, get you another form of income in your pocket, my baby. Go ahead, start recording the podcast, man. Shout out to Anchor, man. So don't pussyfoot around because it's free. There's creation tools to allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so you can be easily heard on, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, all that other stupid dumb shit that niggas like to listen to motherfucking podcasts. And you can make some cheese from that podcast with no minimum listenership. So, everything you need to make a podcast is all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. You punk bitch. Yo, man. Welcome back, man. It's that time of the month, man. We gotta, check on our well-being, man. Try to make sense of things when times that don't make sense. So I welcome you guys back to the third installment of the Meech Monday Mental Health Check. And yeah, man, it's I don't know, man. Since the last time I talked to y'all, it's been a lot of ups and downs, man. Usually I try to be optimistic. I try to be positive when I know things may be going, wrong, or It's been a pretty trying month for me, man. I can't even hold you up, man. I can tell you, like, as of today, I'm been feeling pretty good, man. Like, I was having a conversation with Spiff, a few days ago. It was like a Monday I think it was like a Tuesday or whatever, man, 'cause I hit him up. I was like, man, I don't know, man. I feel good now. I feel like I done got myself out of that hole, man. 'Cause, man, I could tell you, like, since the last time we spoke, man, it hasn't been a good month for me, man. It's been kind of, for the lack of better words, nigga, that shit been shitty than a motherfucker, man. I've been not feeling, my top, but I can tell you, as in, the last few days, I've been doing actually pretty good, and even Spiff was like, man, I can tell when something's off, but I can tell when you in a good space, and creatively I've been really been feeling much better, and just my overall just well-being has been pretty good these last few days, and I'm just hoping that it keeps up, man, because at times I do have those mental lapses, whereas I feel like, I can't seem to do shit right, or I just get down on myself, and it always, and I hate when that happens, because I hate when when my job or the pod gets compromised by my lack of energy, or my overall just feeling towards everything just kind of just rubs off on everything that I do. But just to kind of bring y'all up to speed, man, just like I was saying, like, since last month on the mental health pod, man, I definitely haven't been feeling my best, and it's it's been different, man. It's, I'm always actively trying to find ways to, try to, make myself happy. And as of late, it seems like no matter what I do, I don't know, man. It just doesn't work the way I want it to work, man. That's just simple as put. But I can tell you, like, maybe a couple weeks ago, I was at work, man. I can tell you it might have been about like 3 days. I was just having like consecutive, like just waking up on the wrong side of the bed, and I go to work and it's like I don't want to be here. Like, I can honestly, if somebody would have said anything wrong to me, I was gonna probably slap the dog shit out of them, just to keep it a whole being with y'all, man. And I hate feeling like that. I'm not that type of person that just want to be mad all the fucking time. Like, man, one thing about me is, I like to be, I like to give out love, and I like to be around love. I hate to be around, any type of negative energy. But just like I was saying back, I was having, consecutive bad days at work, and it just got to the point whereas it was like maybe like I think it might have been like a Wednesday or a Thursday or whatever, and it was early in the morning. Like, I was just getting so fed up, man. I was so fed up, and I'm sitting at my desk. I'm thinking about a bunch of things, and things that's going on in my life, things that's pertaining to the job or whatever. And my supervisor walks by, and she goes to her desk area or whatever. And I got to the point where I'm like, man, fuck it, I'm about to go home, because I just can't do it, man. I was breaking down, man. I was fucked up. So as she walking towards her desk, I got up out of my my little desk area, and I'm walking towards towards her area, because I'm about to get ready to tell her I can't do it. I'm mentally not here. Like, I need to get the fuck away for a little while, man. And as I'm walking towards her, her desk area, one of my other, people that I work with or whatever, and in a jokingly way, she was like, "Damn, Meech, don't you see me and such is trying to talk?" I'm like, I ain't say nothing, but in my head, I'm like, bitch, I'm about to punch you square off in your motherfucking mouth. You don't know what the fuck I'm going through. But she said it in a joking way, and it's like, man, you don't know what the fuck is, people is going through. Like, I never hit a woman, but I was damn near close to punching that bitch straight in her motherfucking mouth. And I didn't say anything. I just turned around and just walked away. We got this little at my job, we got like a little breastfeeding room for like moms that's breastfeeding or whatever. It's like the only room in there that has a lock, and you can't see in. So I just went in there. I try to decompress and try to get my thoughts together, and I just went away for like an hour just to get my mind right. It's like, what the fuck? Like, even, I don't know, man. It's just, motherfuckers just ain't got time to like joke and play, man. And that just kind of just fucked up like my whole day. Like, after that, even though it was already fucked up, it just kind of fucked up like the rest of my damn week. And after I sat in a little titty feeding room for like an hour, I came out, I did the best I can do, as far as at work. And then I just, went home. And so everybody was like, the next day, like, "Meech, you all right? You okay?" Because I'm like, I mean, you can see it, like, I can feel it, but I don't know if people can see it, but I guess they could, see it on my face. I wasn't, mentally there, but I'm like, yeah. I'm good. I'm just not feeling okay. People thinking I'm sick, but I'm just mentally in their head sick, like, type shit. But, we're gonna take a break real quick, man, because I just thought about some shit that, that I think y'all should know. So, hey man, peep gang, have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? Shit, when I was trying to get this podcast off the ground with Spiff, man, we had a lot of questions, man. Like, how do I record an episode? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Also, how do I make money off this podcast, man? Man, peep gang, the answer to every one of those questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast, man. Secure the bag. Listen, man, me and Spiff, man, we ain't come here to get paid off this, man. We just wanted everyone to enjoy, and listen to our convos and stories about, our upbringing. But why not get paid for it? You know what I'm talking about? So, if you always wanted to start a podcast, make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. Again, that's anchor.fm/start to join me, Spiff, and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. And guess what, man? We can't wait to hear your podcast, man. So, hey, that's it. Yeah, so coming back, man. So, I'm glad I just thought about it, man. Because, one of my, former supervisors or whatever, she, over a different department at this particular, moment in time. She always asks me, like, Meech, you doing okay? You all right? I'd be like, I'll let you know. Or I'd be like, I'll let you know, or I'll figure it out. I'm like, man, I'm getting to that point where I'm starting not to give a fuck. And she be like, hey, Meech, just hang in there. But, after that, that little situation with the old bitch at work, she asked me, I think it was like the next day. Yeah, it was the next day. She asked me, like, Meech, you okay? And I'm like, I don't know. And she was like, okay, well, just, let me know when you figure it out. And so later on that day, I was still feeling quite shitty. And I just felt like I just needed to reach out to somebody because, I just been, holding in these emotions and these feelings, I don't know. I just needed somebody to kind of like lean on and try to get like an, unbiased opinion about, whatever the fuck I'm going through. And I saw her, in, one of like the little break rooms, little conference rooms, whatever. And I just opened the door and she was like, Meech, you all right? I was like, I just straight up just told her, I'm like, man, I can't even hold you up. I'm not doing okay. And so she was like, all right, I'm going to talk to you in a minute. So I went back to my desk area. I tried to, do some work. Got a little bit of done. Got some type of shit done. And she, she came over to my desk. She was like, come in here with me. So, we in the room or whatever. And she was like, what's going on, man? And then, I kind of, I broke down and I told her, I'm like, man, it's, at times I feel like, I'm unappreciated. It's like, no matter, whatever sacrifices that I make or anything that I do, it seems as if like it goes unnoticed. Like, and I'm not the type of person that always, look for somebody to be like, oh, thank you, oh, good looking. But, sometimes people need that, sometimes you need a good job, whether it's coming from, people at work or, sometimes you need a thank you or a hug, when it comes to like maybe your loved ones or your spouse or whoever the fuck y'all niggas, fucking with, your baby daddy or your baby mama or your moms and pops and, aunties and uncles or whoever the fuck, sometimes you need somebody to say like, man, I see what you're doing, man. And, it doesn't go unnoticed, man. I appreciate it. And it seems as if like, no matter what I do, whether, they're broadcast or not, it seems like everything that I do just seems like it just go unnoticed. I don't feel appreciated at times. I feel like even sometimes I feel like if I wasn't here, motherfuckers would just keep on living life. I feel like at times I feel like I'm worthless. I feel like I don't have any value. And so, I'm kind of being long-winded at the moment, but I kind of gave her kind of like the shortened version of what, I'm kind of telling y'all right now. And she just kind of broke it down to me. It's like, and she kept it real simple. She was like, how long do you see yourself on this earth? And like, I don't know, like nobody has ever, asked me that question, before like that. So I'm like, I just kind of thought to myself for a moment, and and I told her, I was like, given my, my family, medical history, I probably won't be here too long. Besides, my mom's side, I got some relatives that, that live pretty long. But on my dad's side, it's, you know, I have, some relatives that kind of died pretty early. So if I'm just shooting for the median, I'm kind of like in the middle. I'm like, shit, I just hope to live to, at least 70. You know what I mean? And she was like, how old are you now? I'm like, I'm 27. So she broke it down to me. She was like, okay, if you feel like you're going to live till 70, you got 43 summers to live with your son. And she just kept it like that. And I sat back and I listened. I'm like, damn, 43 summers? Don't seem long. Don't seem long at all. But as I thought about that, she said, what do you want to do? And how can I help? That was kind of like the first time I ever heard somebody that said, like, what can they do to help me? It's always the opposite. It's like I'm always trying to help somebody else try to figure out what the fuck is going on. And she said, whatever, that may be going on at home or, outside of the workplace, just understand that everything that you do doesn't always gonna go unnoticed. Like, whether you may hear it or not, people see it. But I told her, I was like, man, some gratitude every now and again will be great. It'll suffice, but it is what it is, man. Because I'm living right now for a different purpose. Like, I'm living for, things outside of just myself. I'm living for my son. I'm living to make sure I raise him to be a upstanding citizen, a gentleman, a scholar, everything like that. I'm trying to do my best as I can, man. That's my main focus every day. And it is what it is, man. It's, as you can tell, I'm still, digesting a lot of this stuff on my own, man. I'm still trying to figure out things every day. But I'm just hoping that, that the way that I'm feeling at this moment, that, right now I'm feeling good. I've been feeling pretty good this week. I'm just hoping that it keeps up, because I don't know, man. I just had those moments where I just kind of get down on myself when I feel like I'm being taken advantage of, or I'm just not properly being being showed the type of love that I'm giving out. I don't know, man. Man, I'm gonna figure it out. But I don't know. If you've been listening to, these, mental health checks, man, I don't like to keep, keep y'all here too long. I just kind of give y'all like a little check-in and let y'all know how I'm feeling. So, yeah, man. So I appreciate y'all for always listening. And, if you got any feedback, let me know. Hit me up on a Gmail, Meech and Spiff pod at gmail.com. That's Meech, A-N-D, Spiff pod at gmail.com, man. And, let me know if you got any feedback or whether you just want to tell me how you feeling. And maybe we can help each other. So, again, man, I appreciate y'all 12 of you motherfuckers for always listening on the daily. And, yeah, man, I'm forever grateful, and I appreciate y'all. You see that? I'm showing gratitude, showing love. But thanks again.